going on, y'all? It's the Caveman back at it again with another video. And oh my god, I was out last night when this whole trade went down. I wasn't able to record. I got home really late. I was too tired to record, and I too tired to edit. And I woke up right now. I'm still freaking tired. But I woke up and I'm like, I gotta make this video. Like, holy shit. My jaw dropped when I saw this trade. I made that whole video about the Matthew Stafford potential landing destinations. The Rams was not even a thought in my mind. The Rams was a place that I never thought would actually make that deal. So unless you live under a rock or whatever the case may be with your living situation, if you have not heard what the trade is, the Detroit Lions are sending over Matthew Stafford to the Rams in return for Jared Goff, 2 first-rounders, and a 3rd-rounder. So the Rams are buying all in once again. They've been doing this. They did this with Jalen Ramsey, where they sold a couple first-round picks or whatever they threw away for Jalen Ramsey, and they went all in with him. Now they're doing it with Matthew Stafford. The Rams are buying now. The Rams are playing to win now, and they although they don't necessarily lose the trade, they will really lose the trade if they don't come out with a Super Bowl within the next year or two. Pitting the Lions are the big winners here. You know, you get rid of the guy that doesn't really want to be there anymore, but at the same time, you get a bunch of equity in return, and Jared Goff will be serviceable for the short term. I do not expect Jared Goff to be any sort of help to the Lions. I think they'll still be very miserable for a couple of years now, but those picks are very, 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 very big for the rebuild over in Detroit. And as far as the Rams go, they didn't lose the trade, but that's only because the future hasn't happened yet. Once the next season, the next 2 seasons unfold, we will really see if it was worth what they spent for Matthew Stafford. I think it's going to be. I don't know if they're going to come out with a Super Bowl, but I think Matthew Stafford is going to have a lot of success over in LA. And if they don't win a Super Bowl, they're going to feel dumb, because ever since 2016, when they used their first-round pick on Jared Goff, they have not had a first-round pick. So 2017, all the way up to 2023, they will not have a first-round pick. So they have bought in to win now, and it hasn't worked for them yet. They got to a Super Bowl and scored 3 points. So, I mean, they better hope this fixes it all. Oh my god, I was shocked when I read that. Like, that was a Rappaport bomb. Now, you know, there's the Woj bomb for basketball. That was a Rappaport bomb for football. Like, I read that. I opened my phone. I have all my Twitter notifications on. So, you know, for the few guys that have my notifications on, I get a bunch of tweets, you know, notifying me on my phone all the time. So I just picked it up and looked at it, and I started to read it, and I'm like, oh, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? I was dumbfounded. I'm honestly surprised that the Rams gave up on Jared Goff. I don't blame them. I don't think Jared Goff is good. He held the Rams back. I've said it in videos in the past. Jared Goff held the Rams back this entire season, so I don't blame them for making that trade. I think, Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback, and he's going to help them tremendously. I just don't know if he's going to win them a Super Bowl there. I don't know. That team is definitely scary. That Rams team is definitely scary for the next, you know, couple of years, the short foreseeable future. But when it comes to the long term, they're in the shit. So they're kind of buying in like the Brooklyn Nets right now. They're going all in, and they're praying to God it works, because if it doesn't, they're going to be in the shit for a while. And to be honest, I already questioned Sean McVay as it is. If they can't come out with a trophy after this, if they can't come out with a trophy in a couple of years, I'm really going to start to question Sean McVay. I know I'm in the minority when it comes to really questioning Sean McVay's coaching ability, but I don't know. If they don't come out with something here, I'm gonna really start to question it and start to really key in on Sean McVay, and if the Rams are the issue or if Sean McVay is the issue. But like I said, as far as the Lions go, they're definitely the big winners here. They're the winners by a country mile. It just all depends on how it folds out for the Rams. But either way, even if they do come out with a Super Bowl, who cares? It doesn't matter to the Lions, because they're not going to be good in the short foreseeable future. Jared Goff is not making this team a good team right now. The draft equity that they received in return for Matthew Stafford is just, it's bonkers. I mean, this is huge for the Detroit Lions. As much as they suck as an organization, as a franchise, you know, this is huge. This was a big win for them, and it's a huge piece, a huge start for a rebuild that is really needed over there. I often refer to the Lions as probably the worst franchise in all of professional sports. When you force 2 Hall of Fame players to retire early in Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, and then even Kenny Galladay was like not wanting to play football, like he got hurt or something, and then just never came back for like the entire season. Like, the Lions organization is ass. They've been ruining Matthew Stafford for his entire career. Like, they've they're ass. That organization is horrible. But I do want Matthew Stafford to do well. I really, really want him to do very well. I am a big Matthew Stafford fan. He's extremely undervalued. He's extremely, extremely underrated as a quarterback. He's underrated. He's underestimated. The dude is, you know, he was kind of one of the first big arms in the recent decade, you know, like before the Josh Allens, before the Patrick Mahomes, you know, he was that guy with the big arm. He was coming out and he was supposed to be this dude with this massive cannon, this big frame, massive cannon, and he just got stuck with Detroit. I mean, he's been doing no-look passes before Pat Mahomes was even freaking anywhere near the league. So, you know, this guy, he has a lot of potential. He's just been stuck in the epitome of Detroit for a long time. I hope he is going to do well, but yeah, wow, I just wanted to make a video on this trade because this is freaking bonkers, man. This shit's out of here. This shit's out of this world, this trade. I mean, there's a lot of big names still left. Matthew Stafford was not the last big name, and if Matthew Stafford is selling for that much, I can only imagine how much Deshaun Watson is going to go for. I feel like if Deshaun Watson were to move, which I've been hearing from a couple of my friends that, not that they're insiders or anything, but, you know, just talking to my friends about the situation and stuff, they don't think that Deshaun Watson is going to leave Houston. I don't know how I feel about that opinion, but nevertheless, that would be interesting. But whoever has to buy Deshaun Watson is going to be paying the prettiest of pennies if that's what they're paying for Matthew Stafford. So that will be interesting when that time comes, if that time comes at all. And there still are a bunch of big names on the market, a bunch of big names in trade talks on the trade block that really could shake up the NFL for good. You know, this is going to be a really wild offseason, and I'm buckled in, ready for this freaking ride. Let me know what you think of the trade. Let me know what you think of the video. I just had to make a video about this. I had another video planned for today, but, you know, this is just, you have to talk about something as groundbreaking and as crazy as this is. I had to make a video about this. I just had to. So I want to know your thoughts down below about it. If you like the video, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Hit that bell to know when I upload next. And if you want to, go follow me on my Twitter. I'm a very active tweeter. I'm always tweeting shit. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I would very much appreciate that. But nevertheless, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.